Lester Page in, of course, for Clive Stoneman, and Will Hoffman comes in as the qualifier. Just before cruise end for this race number 20. So on the third leg of the big chairs, Colin Blackmore. Lester Page is in fourth place, so Will Hoffman not come out either. So just before cruise end contest race number 20 is Colin Blackmore and Carl Pugh, who have stolen the mark to front. Then Robbie Wilson's got that second. Goods have got third. Lester Page back in fourth place. And moving the pitch corner on the opening lap then. Colin Blackmore and Carl Pugh already with one win and one second place so far. Well in control of this race number 20. Robbie Wilson, Bradley Steer have got that second. Top corner once again. It's Blackburn and lead then, but Wilson holding that second. Goods have got the third. Lester Page in position number 4 as they go up the back straight once again. The order the same. The top two starting it away from the Goods boys have got that third place position. Into the pitch corner they go once again. Robbie Wilson just gets a little bit closer there to Colin Blackburn. Colin Blackburn takes a lovely tight line on the exit from that pitch. Saying now as they make their way up the back straight once again. Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh totally in control, looking to make it 2 wins out of 3 as they go up the back straight on lap number 3 then. Robbie Wilson can have another good ride, holding second place. They got away from the Gooch boys in third, and Lester Page is starting to close up on the Gooch boys and race for third and fourth places now as they move it on to 4 this time. Colin Blackburn has got the third. Closer. Colin Blackburn now as they make their way up the back straight on lap number 4, but Colin Blackburn's bottom quick going up that back straight. He's opened that gap again over Robbie Wilson into the pits corner, and again Robbie Wilson closing right up with Colin Blackburn on the entry to the pits corner on lap number 4. Colin Blackburn on the inside, Robbie Wilson making a move round the outside, cuts it back for the inside run, but Colin Blackburn second is Robbie Wilson, third place to the Goose boys, fourth place at the main. Race 20 result to crew number 9, Miles Simmons, Kevin Woodley, DNS. Number 11, James and Dave Gooch, 3 points. Number 25, Colin Blackburn, Carl Pugh, 5 points. Number 42, Robbie Wilson, Bradley Steer, 4 points. Number 52, Lester Page, Fraser Sutherland, 2 points. And number 80, Will Hoffman, Nicky Owen, DNS. 1 minute 53.06. 1 minute 53.06. Right, race number 21 then sees Will Penfold, the programme change coming in. The other programme change of Mark Warren as well. Then Simon Heal, Pete and Steve Colvin, Trevor and Andy Colvin, and the qualifier Lee Jones and Matt Winch complete race number 21. Number 21 and they're up and running then as they come by us for the first time. But it's the second and third places. That's the top 3 that go into the back straight for the first time. Big change of position there with Will Penfold making a big move. Super ride by Will Penfold again to pick up some points, but it is going into that top corner for the first time. The crew of and crew has gone straight over on that far side. My word, we've got a problem over there. the sidecar has cartwheeled over into the pits. Race 21 restart. We're looking at number 6 Mark Warren and Mark Wilkes, number 16 Simon Hill, Terry Madley, 99 Pete and Steve Colvin, 991 Trevor and Andy Colvin, and 82 Lee Jones and Matt Winch. That's the crews we're looking for the rerun of race number 21. So start and assemble at the gate then for this restart of race number 21. So three crews on the line for race number 21. So the decimated for this one. Red flag is up, red flag is up. Here we have another crew coming out. We've only got actually 3 on the line. There are red flags around the circuit at the moment. Up and running then with just the 3 crews, so we're in race number 21 then, and it's going into that top corner. It's Pete Colvin gone through in the second. Trevor Colvin is in third place. It's Simon Hill and Terry Madley. They lead coming out of that top corner for the first time. They've got problems there, problems for Simon Hill. It's all happening in race number 21, so it's a match race between the 2 Colvins at the moment, unless Simon Hill can get it going to cruise round for third place points. But it is Pete and Steve Colvin lead then. They come out of that pits corner through the complete lap number 1 then. Andy Colvin and Simon Hill has had to pull off the track, so it's just a match race between the 2 Colvins then in this restart of race number 21, and it's Pete getting the better of the jaw at the moment. He's starting to pull away from Andy as Pete and Steve Colvin clear going into that pits corner on lap number 2. Trevor and Andy Colvin hold the second place position, so desperately battle up there on Simon Hill. Didn't have the best of practice now, had machine problems in his third out. Steve Colvin from Trevor and Andy, you've got that second place position. Of course, these will be crucial points for these 2 crews. They're going to pick up first and second place. We can well see them through into the semi-finals, but Pete and Steve now getting farther clear at the front into the pits corner on lap number 3. The last lap flag is being made ready then for crew number 99, the crew of Pete and Steve Colvin, clear of Trevor and Andy Colvin. Follow time then. Pete Colvin, the same distance lead he's got as the previous lap. He's up the back straight then for the final time, well clear of Trevor and Andy as they get to that pits corner on lap 4 of race number 21. So it's going to be winning points come the way of crew number 99, Pete and Steve Colvin. Second place is crew 991 and Andy Colvin. Right, race 21, the somewhat depleted race 21, crew number 22 non-start, crew number 6 non-start, crew number 16 Simon Hill and Terry Madley no points, crew number 99 Pete and Steve Colvin 5 points, and crew 991 Trevor and Andy Colvin 4 points, crew 82 non-start. 1 minute 58.56. 1 minute 58.56. We look at what should be an absolutely phenomenal race number 22. We've got Steve Smith and Gareth Little, Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders, unbeaten Rod Winterburn, Liam Brown, unbeaten Rob Bradley, Sean Simpson, Paul Whitelam, Alan Elliott, John Hiscock and Carl Bell. An absolutely phenomenal race number 22 lineup.
It is, yeah. Hang gliding and trying to fit. Yeah, yeah, it's no difference, isn't it? You know, and that's wrong. He has been going. He's been going well.
Rob Bradley, Paul White and John Hiscock. This would be a final at any track in the country. This is just the closing heat of the heat racing. So absolutely phenomenal lineup for this race number 22. Just waiting for John Hiscock to settle there. Whitman on the inside of him, and Paul White on the inside of him. Away we go then, everybody gets away to a decent sort of start. Paul White has made the best start, but Rob Whitman in hot shape. All of us going into that first corner. Rob Wilson won a super ride round the outside. Terrific first corner by Rob Wilson. Went round 3 clues till he's going up the back straight for the first time. Whiteman touched in the second. Winterburn in third. Bradley is in fourth place. That's the top four. Steedsman in position number 5 as they move into that pitch corner on the opening lap. It's still Wilson leads from Whiteman holding that second place. Winterburn in third. Rob Bradley back in fourth place. Complete lap number 1. Rob Wilson. As they go off the back straight once again, it's Will still leads from Whiteman and second. Whiteman trying to come through on the inside. Wilson, these two locked together going up that back straight, shoulder to shoulder racing, and Paul Whiteman has gone through on the inside. What a super move there by Paul Whiteman. Rob Wilson trying to come back round the outside. Winterburn's got the third. Rob Bradley is in fourth place, and Wilson's got back through on the inside. Whiteman, but Whiteman comes Superstar of the front. Rob Wilson again trying to get back round the outside. Then he comes up the inside of Paul Whiteman. Rob Winterburn's getting closer in third place. They move up the back straight once again. Whiteman leads from Wilson second. Winterburn in third. They're a long way clear. Rob Bradley back in fourth place. Into the pitch corner on lap number 3. Whiteman still with the advantage. Wilson's gone wide. Winterburn trying to get back inside. Both those through. Get through it. He's gone wide. Whiteman will come again back up the inside. Run them left together going up the back straight. Wilson leads from Whiteman in second. Winterburn in third. Bradley back in third place. Super Sidecar action as they go into the pitch corner for the final time. It's Rob Wilson leads from Paul Whiteman in second. Rob Winterburn gets closer in third. It's Rob Wilson that wins a super heat of Sidecar action. Second is Paul Whiteman. Third Rob Winterburn. Fourth is Rob Bradley. Superb heat of sidecar action. Race number 22. Quality, high speed, passing and repassing of the highest order. The points as follows. Crew number 2, Steve Smith, Gareth Little, 1 point. Number 24, Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders, 5 points. Number 48, Rod Winterburn, Liam Brown, 3 points. Number 87, Rob Bradley, Sean Simpson, 2 points. Number 92, Paul Whiteman, Alan Elliott, 4 points. And number 184, John Hiscock, Carl Bell, no points. 1 minute 51.90. 1 minute 51.90. I think we're now going to run the 2 solo semi-finals. Just to repeat that Mark Stiekemeyer will not be out in semi-final number 2, having had damage to his machines in that incident with the sidecar going into the pits. We are under the impression that number 36, Bob Dolman, will come out as the replacement. two solo semi-finals. We're still working on the points for the 1000cc sidecars. You can appreciate we did have some uncompleted races, so we couldn't do the points during the interval. We were able to do the solo points, but couldn't do the sidecar points. So semi-final number 1, Yannick de Jong, Richard Hall, Theo Piper, Charlie Saunders, Harlan Cook, Rob Finlow, Mark Baisby and Andrew Whittaker are the 8 riders we are looking for then for this first semi-final.
It does in corners, you know, sat there maybe with 25 people decided to look at them.
So choosing our gates then over on that far side of the track for semi-final number 1, obviously the highest point scorer getting first choice and so on down the racing grid. The intriguing thing is with each point in the semi counting with the heats, it need not necessarily be the top 4 across the line that will go into the final. So everything to go for in this first semi-final, where they go to a clean break in the first semi-final, and looks like Yannick de Jong has gone through on the inside. They're going in the back straight for the first. In fact, it's Richard Hall is going in that back straight for the first time. They'll pick them out as they come into deal. Looks like Charlie Saunders holding that second place. Richard coming into deal for the first time. It's Theo Piper. In 6, Andrew Whittaker in 7, Harlan Cook surprisingly back in 8 places. Theo Piper stolen the mark to front. Now he beats going down the back straight and then for the second time it's Charlie Saunders got that second place. Yannick de Jong's got him in his sights now. He's weighing up Charlie Saunders going into that top corner. Needs to improve upon that third place position to Yannick de Jong as Theo Piper's the one at the front of the moment. The wide one is Charlie Saunders hanging on. Back to 8, that's the top 8 as they go to the back straight. Once again Charlie Saunders been hunted down by Yannick de Jong, but still hanging on to that second place. And all this scraps going on, Theo Piper's getting clear at the front. Yannick de Jong making a big move around the outside of that top corner. 2 bites between second and third. Coming on the start, the last lap this time is Piper Baisby back to 8 and Charlie Saunders as they go in the back straight then for the follow time. Theo Piper's well clear the front and they're closing up on Theo Piper now, moving into that top corner for the follow time. It's Piper leads and the Saunders in second. De Jong has got the third place coming out of that corner and Trinity wins the first one. Third Yannick de Jong, fourth is Richard Hall, 7th top 8th place Mark Baisby. Points then for race number 23. Number 2, Yannick de Jong, 5 points. Number 13, Richard Hall, 4 points. Number 20, Theo Piper, 7 points. Number 5, Charlie Saunders, 6 points. Number 7, Harlan Cook, 1 point. Number 6, Rob Finlow, 2 points. Number 3, Mark Baisby, no points. And number 38, Andrew Whittaker, 3 points. Race 24 then is the second solo semi-final, which Godden, Andrew Appleton, we've not been advised on the replacement for Mark Steekamar, Tony Atkin, Paul Cooper, Dan Winston, Gareth Hickmott, Dave Mears. We are anticipating that Bob Dolman will come out as the reserve for Mark Steekamar in race number 24. Settling down then for semi-final number 2. Away to a clean break for semi-final number 2. Andrew Upton made a good start from the inside the grid. He's a clear leader going down the back straight for the first time. Looks like Tony Atkins took his way into second place. Mitch Godden's back in 4th place. That's the top 4. They come out of that top corner for the first time. It's Andrew Upton who's stolen the mark at the front. He's clear as they come by us for the first. fourth place. He's got right back to the back of the field as it is. Andrew Appleton leading, going down the back straight once again. Paul Cooper is the rider in hot pursuit in second place. They charge on the back straight on lap number 2. Appleton leads, Finn Cooper in second. Gordon's got the third. That's the top 3. And is that Bob Dolman gone through into that fourth place position? They come out that top corner and complete lap number 2. Appleton Winston's in 6, Mears is in 7, that's the top 7. Tony Atkins struggling at the back as Andrew Appleton clear, going down that back straight once again. Paul Cooper desperately trying to close the gap in second place, close the gap starting to Andrew Appleton on the entrance to that top corner. Gobbins consolidation, that's third place position as Appleton leads now on to lap number 4. Gobbins got the third, by Dolman in 4. 6, Mears in 7, that's the top 7. As down the back straight they go, 4 deep one more time in the second solo semi-final. Andrew Appleton's just slowly but surely pulling away from Paul Cooper in this race for first. In second place is Gobbins consolidating that third. The checkered flag comes out then. Andrew Appleton wins semi-final number 2. Second is Paul Cooper. Third place goes to Mitch Gordon. Fourth is Bob Dolman. 5 goes in Bob. 6 and Dave Mears will come across the line, of course, in 7th place. Race 24, solo semi-final. Number 9, Mitch Godden, 5 points. Number 4, Andrew Appleton, 7 points. Number 17, Mark Stekemeyer, did not start. Number 10, Tony Atkin, did not finish. Number 11, Paul Cooper, 6. Number 12, Daniel Winterton, 2. Number 33, Gareth Hickmott, 3. Number 19, Dave Mears, 1. And number 36, Bob Dolman, 4. Winning time, 1 minute 32.56. 1 minute 32.56. Right, solo B final, top 2 straight through to the A final. Number 11, Paul Cooper. Number 7, Harlan Cook. Number 10, Tony Atkin. Number 6, Rob Finlow. Number 12, Daniel Winterton. 33, Gareth Hickmott. 38, Andrew Whittaker. And number 3, Mark Baisby. Solo A final for the 2013 Lincolnshire Poacher. We're on the sidecar semi-final number 1. They're on the line and up and running with sidecar semi-final number 1 coming back. On that top corner for the first time. It's Rob Wilson who's got that second place position. It's Rob Bradley Lee's going up the back straight for the first time. Colin Blackburn has got the second. Rob Wilson is in third place. Colvin stuck in division number 4. Robbie Wilson's in 5. John Hiscock is in 6. They got the back straight for the first time then. It's Rob Bradley who's stolen the march in his first of these sidecar semi-finals. He's clear. Coming out of that pits corner for the first time. Colin Blackburn's going to squeeze away from. is in position number 6. That's the order going up the back straight. Once again, Rob Bradley slowly but surely starting to get away at the front. It's still Colin Blackburn holding that second place. He's now starting to close the gap on Rob Bradley. They move into the pitch corner once again. Bradley leads them. And Blackburn in second. Wilson getting in very close in third. These three are starting to get away for the remainder of the field. They can play lap number 2. It's Bradley in Colvin drops back to position number 5. As they go up the back straight once again, Rob Bradley is now starting to get away at the front. Rob Wilson's got Colin Blackburn in his sights now in that race for second and third place. He's going into the pits corner on the lap number 3. Bradley leads and Wilson begging to move around the edge of Colin Blackburn. Colin Blackburn goes wide to block that move as Bradley leads off the last lap. It's Colvin in position number 6 as Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson lead going up the back straight. Then 4B followed on Colin Blackburn in place for Rob Wilson right there with him now. Just a couple of bites between these two as they move into the pits corner. 4B followed on Rob Wilson making the move around the edge of Colin Blackburn. These two locked together for second and third places. Rob Bradley's going to get the winning ride. It's anybody's race for second place. Robbie Wilson is in 4, Colvin's in 5, John Hiscock in 6th place. Super Action in semi-final number 1. Semi-final number 1 for the 1000cc sidecars. Number 25, Colin Blackburn, Carl Pugh, 4 points. Number 24, Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders, 3 points. Number 87, Rob Bradley, Sean Simpson, 5 points. Number 42, Robbie Wilson, Bradley Steer, 2 points. Number 991, Trevor and Andy Colvin, 1 point. And 184, John Hiscock, Carl Bell, no points. 1 minute 52.28. 1 minute 52.28. So Colin Blackburn gets 4, Rob Wilson 3, Rob Bradley 5, Robbie Wilson 2, Colvin's pick up 1, John Hiscock gets no points. We move on then to semi-final number 2 with Rod Winterburn, Paul Whitenham, Pete and Steve Colvin, Steve Smith, Simon Heel and Will Offen. Right, Solo A final, we'll keep an eye on the sidecar start, Solo A final. Number 2, Yannick de Jong. Number 9, Mitch Godden. Number 4, Andrew Appleton. Number 20, Theo Piper. Number 5, Charlie Saunders. And number 13, Richard Hall. Those, of course, will be joined by the top 2 from the B final. We look at the gate start to assemble then for the second of the sidecar semi-finals. 48, 92, 99, 2, 16 and number 18. Just 5, no number 80, the reserve already went in the previous heat, so just 5 crews this second of these semi-finals. Should be a cracker indeed, and Paul Whiteman has made a superstar. He leads making a move around the edge, so they're going to be clear abreast again to first place going into that first corner. Paul Whiteman in the middle, Rob Winterburn trying to find a way through on the inside. Steve Smith goes for speed around the outside, and these three already pulling away. Winterburn goes through on into Whiteman, going up the back straight for the first time. Winterburn leads, Whiteman is in second place. Smith has got that third place position. Semi-final number 2, Rod Winterburn's gone wide. Paul Whiteman's gone even wider, trying to get around the outside of Rod Winterburn, but Winterburn leads at the moment. That's the 5 of the race down the back straight once again, top 2 are starting to get away then as Rod Winterburn leads from Paul Whiteman in second place. About 4 bites between these two as they roar up that back straight once again. Paul Whiteman closed the gap slightly on the entry to that pits corner, but Winterburn leads from Whiteman in second. It's still Steve Smith in third, Colvins are in 4, Simon Hill is in position number 5 as Rod Winterburn. There's a Paul Whiteman in second. Simon Hill in position number 5, Coleman's. Huntley Smith down now for that third place position as Rob Winterburn starting to get away from Paul Whitelam as they move into the pits corner on the lap number 3 then. Winterburn leads from Whitelam holding second. It's still Smith in third. Coleman's getting ever close in 4. Simon Hill in position number 5 as the last lap flag comes out then, but Rob Winterburn in lead. Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott in second. Get very close in 4th place. Simon Hill, Terry Madley in position number 5 as a leader up the back straight then. 4B for more time in the second sidecar semi-final. It's Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown who lead that semi-final into the pits corner. 4B for more time. Colvin and Steve Smith shoulder to shoulder for second and third. Colvin have got inside Steve Smith to move in the third place. Winterburn gets the winning line. Winterburn going to be second. Steve Smith coming back on the inside of the Colvin to length the line. Simon Hill in 5th place. Second sidecar semi-final. Number 48, Rod Winterburn, Liam Brown, 5 points. Number 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott, 4 points. Number 99, Pete and Steve Colvin, 3 points. Number 2, Steve Smith, Gareth Little, 2 points. Number 16, Simon Hill, Terry Madley, 1 point. And number 80, Will Offen and Nicky Owen, non-star. 1 minute 51.81. 1 minute 51.81. Solo B final then, top 2 straight through to the A final. Points do not count in this B final. 11 Paul Cooper, 7 Harlan Cook, 10 Tony Atkins, 6 Rob Finlow, 12 Daniel Winterton, 33 Gareth Hickmott, 38 Andrew Whittaker, number 3 Mark Baisby. Top through to the Poacher A final. Very happy birthday, 18 to Charlotte Noon for Saturday. Obviously points will determine choice of gates for this Solo B final. Top 2 straight through to the A final. Wrapping up on the line then for the Solo B final. Starter walks away, a clean break, and who's going to be it looks like Paul Cooper's made a good start. He's clear on the back straight. The first time is Tony Atkin off pursuit. These two locked together. Atkin goes through on the inside of Cooper. Holden Cook has got the third place up the top 3 to go into the top corner for the first time. Paul Cooper around the outside. Tony Atkin takes the much title on the inside. Atkin is the front. Cooking 5 wins and 6 they go down the back straight now. Once again it's Tony Atkin who leads from Paul Cooper holding that second place position. Top 2 go through to the Poacher A finals. Atkin leads going in to that top corner, about 4 bikes between him and Cooper. They're getting away from Andrew Whittaker, hanging on to that third place position. Rob Finlow's got 4. Harlan Cook now about to go through to that 4th place position. Hickmott is in position number 7. We lost Mark Daisy on that last lap, but it's still Tony Atkin who leads from Paul Cooper in second place. These two have got away from Andrew Whittaker, having a super ride there. Back in third place, Paul Cooper making a big move around the outside of that top corner. Now he cuts it back for the inside work, and Atkins go wide, but Atkins just been holding as they go on to lap number 4. He's 2 bikes behind Tony Atkin now as they go to the back straight. 4B funnel time, Paul Cooper starting to wheel in and now as they hit the top corner. 4B funnel time, Atkin on the inside, Paul Cooper going round the outside, but he's still locked together, shoulder to shoulder, the first and second in the B final. What a super climax for Steve Byer. Tony Atkin gets the second place, a cracking race for 33rd. It's Harlan Cook who gets the third. In 7th place, super race there in the B final for first place between Paul Cooper and Tony Atkin. Super B final there, won by number 11, Paul Cooper. Second, number 10, Tony Atkin. And third, number 7, Harlan Cook. Fourth, number 38, Andrew Whittaker. Fifth, number 6, Rob Finlow. Sixth, number 12, Daniel Winterton. And seventh, number 33, Gareth Hickmott. So it's Paul Cooper and Tony Atkin that go through to the Big Poacher A final. So less than a minute for the 6 crews then for the B final, and they go into the A final. We're building up to this super climax of this 2013 Lincolnshire Poacher. Most of the passengers are looking for grids. Obviously the gate position could be crucial so late on in the day, and see mostly crews circling around with just the driver, the passengers looking for the best possible grid. Bob Wilson will have first pick, then Pete and Steve Colvin, then Robbie Wilson, Steve Smith, Trevor Colvin, and then Simon Heel. Looks we're going with 4 then for the B final. We're going with 4 crews. There's 2 places at stake as the 4 crews line up for this 1000cc sidecar B final away to a clean break. We're looking for Rob Wilson to make a super start. He has made a good start, and it's Pete Coleman's made Rob Wilson making a move around the outside. Robbie Wilson tucks in the 3rd place. Steve Smith is in 4th place, but Rob Wilson leads him off the back straight for the first time. Pete Coleman has got that 2nd place position. It's Robbie Wilson in 3rd, with Steve Smith back in 4th place. Top 2, of course, go through to the Big A final. It's Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders. They're clear at the moment from Pete and Steve Colvin having a good ride there in 2nd place. Robbie Wilson trying to find a way through on the inside. Almost following through, and now Steve Smith has gone through. Now Colvin's have got back again, but Steve Smith back through on the inside. Colvin's again retake that 3rd place. Rob Wilson is away at the front. Robbie Wilson now starting to consolidate that 2nd place position. Pete Colvin's back to 3rd, with Steve Smith in 4th place. At the pits corner on lap number 2, it's Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders, twice winner of the Lincolnshire Poacher. They're determined to get it the Colvin put back to 4. Equal distance between the 4 crews. They go up the back straight on lap number 3. It's Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders ahead of son Robbie Wilson, with Bradley steering the chair. Steve Smith, Gareth Little in 4th. It's Pete and Steve Colvin in position number 4. Coming out of that pitch corner once again, the last lap flag. Be May ready then for crew number 24. The crew of Rob Wilson and Terry Colvin is in position number 4. As Rob Wilson then up the back straight for the final time in the B final for the big chairs. Terry Saunders takes a quick look behind to see Robbie Wilson consolidating that 2nd place position. Into the pits corner for the final time goes Rob Wilson. He's going to confirm his place in the A final. Rob Wilson gets the winning line. 2nd place goes to Robbie Wilson. 3rd and 4th place is Pete Colvin. Sidecar B final. First place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders. Second, number 42, Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer. And third, number 2, Steve Smith and Gareth Little. Fourth, number 99, Pete and Steve Colvin. 1 minute 53.12. 1 minute 53.12. This kindly sponsored by Duckworth Land Rovers. We thank Bateman Breweries for their kind sponsorship of the Solo B final. Ducker Sidecar Frames for their kind sponsorship of the Sidecar B final. Duckworth Land Rover are the sponsors of the Solo Grand Final. Number 2, Yannick de Jong. Number 9, Mitch Godden. Number 4, Andrew Appleton. Number 20, Theo Piper. Number 5, Charlie Saunders. Number 13, Richard Hall. Number 11, Paul Cooper. And number 10, Tony Atkin. If you look through the list of previous winners, just before, on the pages just before, you will see that Tony Atkin won this meeting in 1993. 20 years later, he has still made the A final for the Poacher. Yannick de Jong has been on the podium so many times. Mitch Godden has got 2 fourth places. Andrew Appleton, 3 times winner of the Lincolnshire Poacher. Theo Piper has been there or thereabouts so many times. Charlie Saunders has also been on the rostrum, so has Richard Hall. So it is an all-star lineup for the 2013 Solo Lincolnshire Poacher. Right, Solo Rod is settling at the gate then for the Solo final. We've just been given the raffle tickets. Blue 98, green 652, green 594, 574. Lilac 197, white 304, orange 82, yellow 249, blue 121 and blue 416, lilac 416. You can get your prizes from the signing on caravan, which is just by where the ambulances are parked. Away then with the 2013 Lincolnshire Poacher final, which Yannick de Jong has made a good start lead. Going down the back straight, that's Theo Piper gone through on the inside. Yannick de Jong back round the outside, and Appleton holds that third place. Look, the 2 Dutch boys shoulder to shoulder on that top corner. Piper on the inside, de Jong goes round the outside, and here comes Appleton. In second, Andrew Appleton's got that third. Piper's got inside. De Jong again back round the outside. Appleton holds the third place position. They go down the back straight once again. Appleton's after that second place of Theo Piper. Nothing much between these two for first and second. De Jong leads into that top corner once again. Piper's got the second. Appleton is in third, and Appleton making a move round there to Piper to try and snatch that second place. Big Yannick de Jong is getting away from seven, that's the top 7. Richard all back in 8th place. Down the back straight they go once again. Yannick de Jong is getting away from Theo Piper. In turn is getting away from Andrew Appleton. Mitch Godden's got that 4th. Tony Atkins super right again in 5th place. And here comes Paul Cooper with a big burst going through his own. Someone's after Yannick de Jong. Yannick de Jong's bike has gone. The race in his burst. His bike has gone. Paul Cooper's inside. Third lap of this 2013 Lincolnshire Poacher as Theo Piper leads down the back straight then 4 full time. Andrew Appleton's got second, Mitch Godden in third, Cooper's up to 4, Atkin in 5, Saunders in 6. A dejected Yannick de Jong pushed his bike across the finishing line as Theo Piper's going to win the 2013 Lincolnshire Poacher. Atkin 5, Saunders 6. All in 7, and Yannick de Jong must be absolutely distraught about that. He just built up a lead over Theo Piper, seemed to have the race in his mercy when something went wrong up on that top corner. Yannick has been on the rostrum so many times here at Wainfleet. He must be absolutely heartbroken about that. But let's cheer the lads around on their lap of honour, the ones that have completed the 2013 Lincolnshire Poacher title. Coming through is Mitch Godden. He's back on the rostrum for the first time. Mitch has ever made the rostrum at the Lincolnshire Poacher. He's been 4th on 2 occasions. He made the rostrum here this afternoon. Fabulous performance. Theo Piper, the hero for the Netherlands last week at Swingfield with a maximum. He has won the 2013 Solo International Solo title. It's Mitch Godden who's come across the line with him. The rest of the lads coming around. They're going to see exactly what has happened there to Yannick de Jong. He'll probably tell them what the problem is. Then we've got coming around in their lap of honour, we've got Paul Cooper and Charlie Saunders. Paul Cooper, Charlie Saunders, all going over to see exactly what has happened to Yannick. So great sportsmanship between these lads and tragedy there for Yannick de Jong. Charlie Saunders complete their lap of honour, so does Mitch Godden, so does Paul Cooper, and Theo Piper taking Yannick de Jong round the lap of honour. Great to see the Dutch lads there going around the lap of honour. Andrew Appleton, that tremendous journey back overnight. He's been rewarded with a magnificent place on the rostrum here this afternoon. Andrew Upper and Charlie Saunders, all the effort they made to get it, it's been well rewarded. And you can see that Yannick de Jong and Theo Piper going the wrong way round on their lap of honour. He must be absolutely distraught about that. Right, the 2013 Solo Lincolnshire Poacher is won by number 20, Theo Piper. Second, number 4, Andrew Appleton. And third, number 9, Mitch Godden. Fourth, number 11, Paul Cooper. Fifth, number 10, Tony Atkin. Sixth, number 5, Charlie Saunders. And seventh, number 13, Richard Hall. 1 minute 33.19. 1 minute 33.19. News from the middle of the track is it was a belt that broke on Yannick de Jong's machine. He must be absolutely heartbroken with that. The final race then of the day is the Lincolnshire Poacher 1000cc sidecar final, and what a lineup this is going to be and what a race it promises to be. Sponsored by JB Taylor Construction. Number 48, Rod Winterburn, Liam Brown. Number 25, Colin Blackburn, Carl Pugh. Number 87, Rob Bradley, Sean Simpson. 92, Paul Whiteman, Alan Elliott. 24, Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders. And 42, Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer will contest the 2013 Lincolnshire Poacher 4000cc sidecars. And Rob Bradley comes out, then we've got Colin Blackburn, then Rod Winterburn. Rob Wilson now comes out, and finally Robbie Wilson comes out for the 6 crews that contest what should be an absolutely brilliant sidecar A final. So they're still circling round, the passengers looking and checking to see which gate is going to give them the most advantage. It's late stage of the meeting, final race of the day. Start could be crucial, but the sidecars have been so good today. We've had them 3 and 4 abreast going in to that first corner. Looks if Colin Blackburn is the first crew to settle. He's already got his position on the grid. The other crew's still circling round. Colin seems happy enough with his position on the grid. Looks if Rob Wilson's going to go right on the inside. Then there's a gap at the moment. Then we've got Colin Blackburn. Then we've got Paul Whitelam. Rob Bradley's settled right for the outside. Looks if Rod Winterburn's going to come in between Rob Bradley and Paul Whitelam. Robbie Wilson, so the Wilsons on 1 and 2, Rob on 1, Robbie on 2, Blackburn on 3, Whitelam 4, Winterburn 5, Rob Bradley on gate number 6 for this big 1000cc sidecar A final. The Poacher final for 2013 for the sidecar takes place very quickly indeed. Everybody gets a clean break. Colin Blackburn's made absolutely superstar, and Rob Bradley's got away. Rob Bradley Colin Blackburn, shoulder to shoulder, going into that top corner for the first time. It's Bradley leads to the Blackburn in second, but Winterburn trying to find a way through into Blackburn, but Blackburn's not leaving the gap. Winterburn does go through this time, and Blackburn drops back to second place, but Rob Bradley's gone away at the front. Bradley leads for Winterburn in second, Blackburn in third, Whitelam in four, Rob Wilson five, Robbie Wilson six. Coming out of that pit's corner to complete lap number one. It's Bradley who leads. Robbie Wilson sits and Rob Winterburn trying to close the gap between himself and Rob Bradley. Says go off the back straight once again, but Rob Bradley's gone away at the front, and Rob Winterburn's really got to work hard to get to him now. Colin Blackburn holds that third, Paul Whitelam in four, Rob Wilson in five, Robbie Wilson in position number six. Coming out of that pit's corner once again, Rob Winterburn's just got a little bit closer to Rob Bradley. Paul Whitelam and Rob Wilson get closer in five, and Paul Whitelam trying to find a way curling into Colin Blackburn as Rob Bradley leads him up the back straight once again. Winterburn's have got the second, Blackburn hanging on to third, Whitelam in four, Rob Wilson five, Robbie Wilson six. As Rob Bradley comes out of that pit's corner, the last lap flag waiting then for Rob Bradley. Rob Winterburn can't seem to close the gap. Blackburn is in third, Paul Whitelam trying to get inside, Colin Blackburn on the apex left top corner, Rob Wilson gets close in fifth place, as Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson lead into the pitch corner for the full time. Rob Winterburn's got the second place position, but Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson are going to win the 2013 Sidecar A final. Rob Bradley gets to win in right. Third is Colin Blackburn, fourth just Paul Whitelam, five Rob Wilson, sixth place it is Robbie Wilson. So a fabulous 1000cc sidecar final. We haven't seen too much of Rob Bradley this season. He's not done too many meetings, but the old maestro is at it again. He chose gate 6. He's so good from the outside. He got an absolute flyer then, try as hard as Rob Winterburn could, and my word, he was really motoring. He could not get to Rob Bradley. Colin Blackburn, another podium finish with a brilliant third place. Paul Whitelam not too far behind in fourth place. So show your appreciation. I'm sure they'll come round and I'll lap them on a fabulous sidecar final. Please stop and see the presentation. I know we're running a little bit late because of that horrendous crash that we had, but what a fabulous sidecar 8 final. We'll give you the result once they come round on their lap of honour. The winning time was 1 minute 50. 1 minute 50.63, but we'll talk the lads round then on their lap of honour. It was a win then for number 87, Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson. Please look. Second, number 48, Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown. Third, number 25, Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh. Fourth, number 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. Fifth, number 24, Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders. And sixth, number 42, Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer. And a winning time of 1 minute 50.63. Here they come on the lap of honour. So show your appreciation there for the big chair lads. Fabulous big chair racing and on a superbly prepared Wainfleet circuit. Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh, another podium finish for them, finishing in the top three again this afternoon. Tremendous ride there by Colin Blackburn. And they're going to be followed round by number 87, Rob Bradley and Sean Sims. So we've not seen too much of Rob this year, but once again he's produced the goods when he needs to. Chose gate 6, which he absolutely loves gate 6. He's made a cracking start and try as hard as they could. They couldn't get anywhere near him. Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson. Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. Another fabulous afternoon's racing for Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. Rod Winterburn, Liam Brown once again on the podium and not the top spot denied yet again, but a fabulous performance by Rod Wilson and Liam Brown. Then we've got Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders, all in the thick of the action all day. Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders, fabulous stuff. And looking back to the far side, I can see Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer coming round at their lap of honour as well. What a season they've had in this 2013 season. So a magnificent sidecar finale to this 2013 Lincolnshire Poacher meeting. Please show your appreciation on the back straight as the crews come round on their lap of honour. We're well pleased with their performance, making this Ultra Top 8 final here this afternoon. Great performance by Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer. So the result once again was a win for Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson, crew number 87. Second, number 48, Rod Winterburn, Liam Brown. Third, number 25, Colin Blackburn, Carl Pugh. Fourth, Paul Whiteman and Alan Elliott, number 92. Fifth, Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders, crew number 24. And sixth, Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer, crew number 42. It was a fabulous afternoon's racing, but unfortunately these things do happen. We're going to start off with the barn record first, the presentations for the barn record, and we're going to ask somebody up to do the presentation. A lot of people won't know this gentleman. He does an awful lot for Grasstrack racing. He's one of the true supporters of the sport that nobody knows about. He helps riders, he helps clubs. I know Reg has asked him to come and do this presentation as a thank you for what he's done for the Wainfleet Club, not only this year, but in the past as well. So will please Pete Chamberlain like to come forward, please, to do the presentations for the barn record. He's a tremendous supporter of Grasstrack racing, riders, solo, sidecars, clubs. He does do an awful lot for the sport. Right then, we'll start off with the sidecar barn record. A winning time of 25.47 seconds. It seems a long time ago now, but that's exactly what happened. And the winner of the barn record for the sidecars 2013, Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown. Thank you very much indeed for all we do. We'll have a word with Rod later on when he comes back up on the rostrum. The winner of the solo barn record with a time of 24.03, Yannick Dijon. Yannick, it's great to see you smiling. You must be absolutely distraught. That final was yours for the taking there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, but I think it's not meant to be for me here in at the Lincolnshire Poacher, but oh well. I did my best, and sometimes the technical aspect of the sport lets you down, and at least it wasn't my fault. So, in a way, I'm happy. I'm also happy I'm still in one piece after what happened today. I hope all the guys recover soon and get well soon. And
I think we'd all like to reiterate that statement. Yannick, what exactly went wrong with the bike?
Yeah, the throttle cable came out at the throttle, so tough luck, but better luck next time. At least it didn't happen at the European final or at a World Championship round, so the worst things can happen.
And the other disappointment, because you were heading Theo at the time, weren't you? Your main rival in Holland.
Yeah, well, there are more rivals in Holland. As you all probably saw last week, we have some really good riders at the moment in Holland, and yeah, I have to work hard to stay on top over there, and well, to be honest, I'm really pleased about that, because it lifts up the sports and maybe gets me to a higher level as well, and that's what I'm aiming for.
Ladies and gentlemen, a super sportsman, a brilliant rider, Yannick Dijon. Thank you very much indeed. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Pete Chamberlain. We're now going to have Mr. Taylor, who does so much with his firm to sponsor this Lincolnshire Poacher. He's done it for many, many seasons now. Would he like, please, to come forward, Mr. John Taylor? Please be hands for Mr. John Taylor, tremendous backer of the Lincolnshire Poacher. Thank you very much for all you do. Right, we're going to start off then with the 1000cc sidecars. 1000cc sidecars. In third place, Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh. Just let Alan take his photo before we call the second and third. Superb trophies as always for the Lincolnshire Poacher. Alan's just going to take his pictures with Mr. Taylor for the third place crew. There you go, third place, Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh. Thank you very much, gentlemen, on the rostrum. In second place, he looked at the start of the meeting if he would be the man to catch this afternoon. He's on the podium once again in the Lincolnshire Poacher. Second place, Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown.
Whoa! Behind the car! Lambo! It's my car, put it off jigging.
Superb trophies again for second place people as well. Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown just having their photos taken.
See it. If you don't tell him, you don't see it. Easy goes, you don't come bang afterwards.
There you go, second place for Winterburn and Liam Brown. The winners of the 1000cc sidecars this afternoon, picking up their third win in this prestigious event. He's not done too many meetings this year. He keeps threatening he's going to retire. He's pulled it out the hat once again this afternoon. Gate 6, got a flyer, made it count. Your 2013 Lincolnshire Poacher 1000cc sidecar champions, Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson. Alan, do you want the top three? Alan, do you want the top three? Picture the top three together. Okay. Right, well, I'll right, we move on then to, I'll do the interviews then with the top three. In third place, Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh. Colin, superb afternoon's work.
Hard work. Well, yeah, to be fair, I can't say I was enjoying it, but But no, to have a third place, we're happy with that because we have struggled today.
Calm track, a bit longer and very wide. That make any difference to the actual racing today?
No, it was just very drivey today. It probably better being wider, to be fair, like, help it get round, like, so no, it was very drivey today.
And again, the track in absolutely superb condition. Reg's done a fabulous job in the build-up to this meeting.
Yeah, you can't mind the track. I mean, we've all raced here years before. We know what it's like. Very drivey, you know, and a good circuit. So. And
Colin, once again, another podium finish.
Yeah, I say we're happy with third. We have struggled for one way or another. I don't really know why, but so no, with us struggling say like we had, we're well happy with third, really.
Okay, mate. Moving across centre, runners up. Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown. Thank you very much, Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh. Rod, you took the barn record. You look to be flying, but once again, it's the bridesmaid, not the bride, isn't it?
Let me just say one thing. Colin's not happy with third. No way. Yeah, I was tiring fast, but we give it his best shot, and we did what we could do.
Bike looked to be absolutely flying in the early heats this afternoon.
Yeah, it was going good. Yeah, just the rider got tired, and I think the passenger was lacking a little bit as well, just here and there. But I'm not blaming it all on him.
Right, Liam, your reply to that?
Well, I'm all getting knackered, but it does take it out of you. And we have a few bumps coming out of the corners, and when you're gripping on to hold on at that speed, it just takes it out of you.
But over and all, once again, another fabulous performance by you and Rob this afternoon.
Yeah, I'd have liked to have won it this time. Well, we'll keep trying and see what we can do.
Ladies and gentlemen, second place, Rob Winterburn and Liam Brown. Over then to the winners. Rob, you've pulled it out the hat again, haven't you?
Yeah, well, we'll just do what we do, don't we? And if it all comes together, then results come, and that's how it's been today, really.
Practice didn't look too good for you, didn't come out for the barn record. Had you actually got problems in the practice?
No, practice, to be honest, was running the engine in. Only in that it was an unknown quantity. Nothing really special, but when they're just freshly built, they need running a bit. The barn record, tiny little bit in the top one of the carburetors broke, so I have to say thanks to Pete Colvin, who brought spares and actually did the job and mended it for us, so it's thanks to Pete that we still managed to ride for the rest of the day.
Sean, another fabulous drive by him again, wasn't it?
Yeah, very good. Rob's always a good rider, as everybody knows. We do talk a lot out there, actually, believe it or not, at that speed. But I was just telling him to keep it tight and keep off them bumps, like Rod said. When you got wide and you hit them bumps, it just wanted to throw you off the bike. I just hope the crowd keeps coming and supporting Reg in the Wainfleet Club, you know, because it is a fantastic meeting. All the riders love coming and riding it, but without the supporters coming, we can't run it. So I hope you all keep coming and supporting the club, and hopefully Reg will help keep running it for us and keep putting a good entertainment on for you.
No pressure.
No pressure, Rob. Rob, gate 6. You nearly always choose gate 6, and you fly from gate 6, don't you? The outside gate.
Well, we have a bit of a look at gate, and this year we only had third pick, and I have to actually say Sean decided 6 was going to be a good one, which it does look. I always think 6 is quite safe because you're away from everybody, because everybody's aiming for the inside of the corner. So if you get a good start, you get there first. If you get a bad start, hopefully everybody falls over each other and you can cut back under. But it just it's kind of where I feel like happy out there, and it worked for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2013 Poacher winners, Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson. Thank you very much. And Mr. Taylor in the photograph, he is the main sponsor of this meeting today. Reg, come in, please.
We'll have a group one with a towel on as well. I think you'll come and sit off here. Never been to Pop Road.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. That's Colin Blackburn, Carl Pugh, Rob Winterburn, Liam Brown, and Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson. 1, 2, 3 in the Poacher for 2013. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Right, we move on then to the solos. Again, Mr. Taylor will do the presentations. Getting his first podium in the Poacher. 2 4ths and a 5th, I think he said he's had so far, so he'll be delighted with his 3rd place here this afternoon. He's been a top rider for many, many seasons. 3rd place, Mitch Gordon. Just Mitch's individual photo there by Alan Whale. Okay, thank you very much. In 2nd place, and what a well-deserved 2nd place, he made tremendous effort to get back to this meeting to race here today. We heard he'd finished 3rd last evening. He was straight in the van. He was travelled all the way back from the Czech Republic, overland and the ferries. A tremendous effort to take part in the meeting. Tremendous 2nd place, Andrew Appleton. Right, and the winner then for 2013 of the International Lincolnshire Poacher. He had a fantastic meeting last week, leading his country to World Team Cup success. He was totally unbeaten all day. He's put in a fabulous performance this afternoon. He is a great supporter of the Lincolnshire Poacher. The winner this afternoon, Theo Piper. Theo now have his picture taken with Alan, then we'll have a word with the top 3 lads. Well then Theo, many congratulations. Right, we'll have a word with the top 3. Mitch, you were telling me last evening, I'm sure it's 2 4ths and a 5th. You're absolutely delighted with his 3rd place this afternoon.
Yeah, I am actually. It's 2 4ths and 8th in the European final, but Reggie's been asking me to come to the Poacher for years and years and years, and I didn't come because it's normally on our wedding anniversary. So a few years ago, Sherry said that we'll go and make a weekend of it, and I'm really glad that we did then, and we have ever since, and hopefully we will again, Reg. It's been a tough day. We were all pretty shook up with what happened with the sidecar. There's about a 10-foot gap between my van and Mark's van, and it landed on Mark's awning between the vans. We didn't feel that safe afterwards. I'm glad the club carried on. I think by carrying on, we've got over the problem. I think if you'd stopped the meeting, the problem would have carried on. So, hopefully we're done with that, and we'll move on. But other than that, I've had a fantastic day. Thank you.
You rode extremely well in the heats and were joint top scorer going into semi-finals.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it, and the engine I'm using is 23 years old as well. So just goes to show you that if you've got a big heart for it, you don't need to spend the money that some of the guys are doing.
Thank you very much indeed, Mitch Godden, third place. Thank you. Second place, Andrew. You must be absolutely exhausted, and we thank you very, very much indeed for your great efforts in getting to this meeting today. Would you like to tell the people exactly what you've had to do to get here today?
Yes, thanks for everybody's patience and waiting for us to get here. It was a nightmare trip. It was in Czech Republic yesterday, qualifying for the Grand Prix Challenge to get back into the World Championship. So it was a bit of a nightmare trip. We would have made it back easy if it hadn't have been for all the traffic. We would have made it back for practice. So it was a bit of a long haul, and I was a bit stressed out this morning, and it took its toll through the day. I really struggled with the track in the heats, and that was quite grippy and quite demanding. But yeah, when I knew I sort of made it through to the A final, it was only 4 laps to go hard, but I tried my best. But it was a good second. Should have been third because Yannick should have won. He was the best rider on the day, but unfortunately he broke down. And well done to Theo. He rode a good race. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Andrew. And as Reg said, we were running out of things to do because we kept getting reports. You were an hour away, then half an hour away, and Reg was, I think, running out of ideas as to keep things going for you.
Yeah, thank you. As I say, thanks for your patience. We was really... Stuart, my mechanic, he was like a rally driver coming through from Boston. We was getting changed in the van, and we got here. Me and Charlie felt sick by the time we got here, but it was good that we made it, and I'm pleased that we got here and had a good day. So thank you.
Thank you much indeed, Andrew. The 2013 Poacher winner, capping a fantastic week for him. He was absolutely magnificent in the World Team Cup today, and he's put on a sterling performance for us this afternoon. Your champion, Theo Piper.
All right. I had the first ever podium here ever, I think, and it was hard work. It was a shame for Yannick to break down in the final, and Andrew gave me a good race till the end, so I'm quite pleased to win.
And at the moment you're having an excellent time with Edinburgh Speedway as well, aren't you? The team doing very well indeed.
Yeah, definitely. On Friday night I got a maximum, and last week at the World Team Cup I got a 30-point max. So I'm feeling quite good at the moment. I'm making some good starts, and I hope I can continue this in the last 2 GPs, and then hopefully don't have to qualify again.
Thank you very much indeed. Your 2013 champion, Theo Piper. Thank you very much. I think we're going to call the sidecar men in as well for a big all-winners photo, please. We're going to have all the sidecar crews to join the solo crews as well, please, for an all-winners photo. Thank you. That concludes the presentations, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being with us. We hope you've enjoyed the meeting.
So see you next week. What's happening next weekend? Finland. Yeah, I'll be there both days, yeah. Right. Did you see George? Yeah, no, I'll stay up. Alright, you need a beer, mate.
Okay, that concludes the photographs. Thank you very much indeed. Please have a safe journey home. Thanks very much for being with us. Thank you.
I was moving from the chair, I was getting the top floor, and I thought it was
Afternoon made a good start, but grid number 2, Bernardino has made the best of starts. He's starting to forge his way through on the inside, and Bernardino hits the front there to go into that top corner for the first time. Bernardino's down, then Bernardino's down, within 7. Angelica Young alongside Pearl Piper, now he gets inside Piper, going down the back straight, is in 5, that's the 5, and Mark Baby's gone through on the inside, Mitch Godden halfway down that back straight, Godden again, gets back through on the inside, going into that top corner for the full time. Super racing between these two, Godden on the inside, Baby making the move back on the outside, coming over that corner, rocks it over the virtually together, Godden and Davey, virtually together. Four abreast going into that top corner, Miles Simmons finds a way through on the inside, the 4 Whiteman cuts back on the inside, gets back inside, Miles Simmons, Young has got that second place to go into that top corner, Young making a big move round the outside, Piper's holding the inside line, Young again screws it on right round the outside. And Paul Cooper's got inside, Steegemar now to go down the back straight once again. Cooper leads going into that top corner. 40 for the time. Steegemar gets back inside Cooper. Cooper again back round the outside. Boxing on the inside, he's back in third place a moment there. As Rob Wilson leads and Miles Simmons holding that second place. Winterburns has got the third. Simon in his position number 4. Winterburn goes on the inside. Miles Simmons to go through in the second place. Wilson leads from Winterburn in second. Look at the speed of Rob Winterburn going up that back straight. He goes inside Rob Wilson. Steve Smith trying to squeeze through on the inside on the exit from that big corner. These two locked together the second and third. Back round the outside, Charlie Saunders comes again, back up the inside, these two locked together the first and second. Charlie. The crew of Owen crew has gone straight over on that far side. My word, we've got a problem over there. Second Whiteman trying to come through on the inside, Wilson, these two locked together going up that back straight, shoulder racing, and Paul Whiteman has gone through on the inside. What a super move there by Paul Whiteman, and Wilson's got back through on the inside, Whiteman comes Superstar of the front, Rob Wilson again trying to get back on there. Then he comes up the into the 4 Whiteman. Rob Winterburn getting closer in third place. Wilson's gone wide. Winterburn trying to get back inside both those through. Get through he's gone wide. Whiteman will come again back up the inside. When they're locked together going up the back straight. And these three already pulling away. Winterburn goes thrown into Whiteman. They're going up the back straight for the first time. Tom Atkin on the inside. Paul Cooper going round the outside. These two locked together. Shoulder to shoulder. The first and second in the B-final. Good boy shoulder to shoulder on that top corner. Piper on the inside. Younger round the outside. And here comes the other up. last one's made absolutely superstar. And Rob Radley's got away. And Rob Radley, Colin Blackmore, shoulder to shoulder, going into that top corner for the first time.